Hello, welcome to Hohman Rehab. I'm so excited to have you as part of our Hohman Rehab family. I wanted to take a moment and reach out if there's any questions on anything that you've learned or noticed within the company since you recently started. If so, send me an email at justin@hohman, Hohman, rehab.com. A few frequent asked questions that I have and stuff I want to go over with you right now. Paid time off. So we do offer paid time off for all of our employees. You occur 3 hours per pay period. Pay periods are bi-weekly and you get paid on Thursdays. When you first start up with us, you're on a probational period for 60 days. During that time frame, you're not allowed to use any PTO during that time frame. But after the 60 days, you're more than welcome to use PTO after we do your 60-day review. I know a few of you may have appointments or scheduled vacations ahead of time. You're more than welcome to go ahead and request those off for the future in Gusto. They won't be approved though until after 60 days. If you have any questions on that, please let me know. Benefits. We offer medical, dental, vision, and life insurance along with the short-term and long-term disability plan. There's even a 401k for retirement. The 401k we actually match up to 3%. So if you put in 3% to your 401k, we would match 3%. If you put in 4%, we would match 3.5%. If you put in 5%, we will match 4%, and that's the maximum that we match towards your retirement, which is a lot. You should definitely take advantage of the yearly enrollment in January and get yourself enrolled to start saving for your retirement. If you would like to know more information on our benefits, I will email you over a benefits preview link, which will link you to, you'll put in all of your information and it'll just give you a guesstimation of how much each of our benefits would cost you, just a little breakdown. It's an estimation. It's not 100% accurate, but it's about 97% accurate. It's pretty close to what the actual amount is. It's just off by a couple cents. And you will also receive a welcoming email from the benefits carrier that we use. Currently, we're using Zenefits for our health benefits, and our retirement and all that is through different companies. But Zenefits will email you directly for the health and medical benefits. Gusto is our payroll company. They just do payroll right now. They're getting ready to add in medical and life insurance and all that next year. When they do that, we will migrate everything over to Gusto. But currently we use two different programs. Gusto's for payroll, time off requests go through payroll company Gusto, and then any medical, life insurances, any of those actual benefits that we offer along that side will all be through Zenefits. So if you have questions, let me know. Dress code. As you can see, we don't allow any any opened, closed-toed shoes. They have to be closed-toe. It's a requirement that we have just in case, because there's a lot of different patients we see in here and a lot of people with different mobility problems. So we want to make sure that if they are having mobility problems, they're not walking all over your toes and breaking any of your toes. That would not be fun. There's no jeans. Don't wear any jeans throughout, unless I tell you that it's okay to wear jeans. I don't really care for jeans. It doesn't look good. We want to look very presentable for all patients at all times. Even if you're having a bad week, you may, have a slight cold or anything like that, I still expect you're going to look 100% regardless of if you have the sniffles or, anything at all. Just make sure you're always, here, your hair is done, you look presentable, and you're eager to get started for your shift. As far as clocking in and out with the time clocks, if you are an hourly employee, you are required to clock in and out. It is your responsibility to remember if you clocked in or out. We are not able to tell you if you clocked in or out, but you need to make sure you do that and you wait for the verification when you clock in and out. If for some reason you missed a punch for some unknown reason, or there was an error or something like that and you're not sure, you're more than welcome to send an email over to HR, like human resource, so HR@hohmanrehab.com. That'll go over to who actually approves your time off request and your clocking in and out schedule, which currently is Dina and myself. I review everything that she sends me. but that'll just allow it so she could edit anything that you may have made a mistake on. But please try to cut down on mistakes. We're pretty busy, and the last thing we want to do is have to sit there and edit payroll, like clocking in and out all the time. Lunches are 60 minutes. If you are a clinical staff member, I'll expect you to finish all your documentation from your morning appointments before you take lunch. Hopefully that will only take you 5 more minutes, and then you can go to lunch and have at least 55 minutes. But front office, I do want you guys to take a 60-minute lunch, as we have a lot going on with the phones and dealing with a lot of patients at the front desk that may be upset. So it's nice to have 60 minutes to unwind and relax. You're more than welcome to leave during lunch. Just make sure you're back at the scheduled time of resume of patients, or when your actual return time is. If for some reason we have training on a specific day, which is usually Wednesdays, I would prefer everyone to take the lunches that I set up for them. So it would be before the training or after the training, whatever office we're in. Just make sure that everyone is using that same schedule for Wednesday trainings. We also use our own EMR system called Heno, H-E-N-O. You will be trained on that, on how to use that. If you do have questions on anything in there, there is a little help section on it where there are some videos out there that may help you do your job a little bit more efficiently. You're more than welcome to reach out to any staff member inside the company. They're very familiar with Heno. We've been using it for a very long time. This is our own software, so any recommendations you have, please send an email over to support@heno, Heno.io, and that'll go to Jeff Hohman, the creator of Heno, and he can add any feature requests that you have or recommendations that may make it a little easier for you to do what you do every day. Cell phones are not allowed in the main office. They're allowed in the break rooms, or if you're leaving to go out for lunch, or before you start your shift or whatever. But when you're at your desk or you're in the gym treating patients, do not have your cell phones on you. I will write you up for that. Please make sure, if you do have small children or people that may need to get a hold of you, they have your office number, the main office number of where you are currently working, like which location, and give them that number and have them reach out to you at the office. I try to cut down on personal calls, as we are pretty busy, and it is kind of hard to you don't know when an emergency is going to happen, but have them call the office. Previously I've had employees give the daycare the office number in case something happens, and they call the office directly, and then we'll reach out to get you at the front desk, if that happens. Parking. If you do drive here, please make sure you're not using the front parking spots of either of the offices, as we want to save those spots for our patients, because a lot of them come injured, and them walking a long distance to us is probably not a good idea, especially if they have mobility problems. ACOE, please park at least 3 rows back from the actual front parking spots. There's 2 handicap spots and then 2 regular spots in the front. From that row, park back 3 rows total. And you'll see my car out there, and I can show you if you have any questions on that. Claremont, any new person needs to be parking in the back of the building, as the front parking is very limited because there are so many businesses right there in that little area, and there's not a lot of parking. So we do have to park in the back of the building. But thank you for taking the time to listen to me today. I'm excited, to see what your future entails for you while you're working with us at Hohman Rehab. If there's anything you need from me throughout the course of your employment here, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here for you. I'm here to guide you to, do better at what you do and to make everything a little bit easier on you. And there's always ways around, like the software itself, learning curves that you're going to have at the beginning, but it's usually pretty easy once you get the hang of everything on how to operate it. We've made it pretty user-friendly. But anyway, until next time, have a great day.